for freedom. You can imagine. Can you put yourself back into the very first night that we started Galatians? It was a while ago, but we can imagine ourselves there, where we pictured Paul like a William Wallace sitting on his horse, riding along the front of the Scots, about to take on the bloodthirsty, tyrannical English army, crying out that they fight, and though they may lose their lives, they may always keep their Thank you. You've watched the movie, a sanctifying experience, I'm sure it was. Or it's like Theoden calling the men of Rohan to arms and to ride to death. And though death may come, we fight for what is right. And this is Paul for freedom. Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore. Somebody should start a conference with that name. Stand firm, therefore. And do not submit again to a yoke of slavery. Look, I, Paul, say to you, that if you accept circumcision, Christ will be of no advantage to you. There is such a small sliver of people. There is such a tiny little category, though many people find themselves in there. There's only one category of people for whom Christ is of no advantage, and that is the self-righteous. He is of advantage to any of you and to every one of us if we place our faith in him. But he whose hands is so full of good works cannot grasp Christ by faith. If you accept circumcision, Christ will be of no advantage to you. I testify to you again, to every man who accepts circumcision, that he is obligated to keep the whole law. You are severed from Christ, you who seek to be justified by the law. You have fallen away from grace. For through the Spirit, by faith, we ourselves eagerly wait for the hope of righteousness. For in Christ Jesus, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision counts for anything, but only faith working through love. You were running well. Who hindered you from obeying the truth? This persuasion is not from him who calls you. A little leaven leavens the whole lump. I have confidence in the Lord that you will take no other view, and the one who is troubling you will bear the penalty, whoever he is. But if I, brothers, still preach circumcision, why am I still being persecuted? In that case, the offense of the cross has been removed. I wish those who unsettle you would emasculate themselves. For you were called to freedom, brothers. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another. For the whole law is fulfilled in one word: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. But if you bite and devour one another, watch out that you are not consumed by one another. May God bless this freeing, liberating, authoritative battle cry word in our midst tonight.